moment ago, the Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down, Johnson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now Palmer. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
He'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Garcon, the man in motion. This is Mostert. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Palmer gives to Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, it's Palmer. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Switching things over, San Francisco taking over on offense here in just a second. And you and I discussed earlier when Jimmy Garoppolo became the starter, what a turnaround it was for San Fran at the end of the year. 1-10 in the first 11 weeks, 5-0 after that. Some momentum to take into the offseason.
And beat some teams that are acknowledged as good teams in the league, including the NFC West champion Los Angeles Rams down the stretch. So that was a big deal for them. Highest scoring offense in the NFL last 4 weeks of the season. But I loved last year's draft because they got good play from those guys. Solomon Thomas in the first round. Reuben Foster in the first round, the linebacker. Trent Taylor, wide receiver. And Akello Witherspoon, cornerback. Some building blocks as they move forward.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Slot man moves right. Here's Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part of getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Now Mostert. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Second down, here's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the field.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Palmer. And he's got Gresham. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Palmer on first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frosty Rucker. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now let's go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Frosty Rucker in there to drop him for the second straight play. They may want to block him on third down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? And he motions the wide receiver. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Palmer to throw. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Palmer. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Going on first is Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. That one goes for 36 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. And the lead is now 24. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Second down now after the pass completion. Palmer now off the bootleg. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They go play action with Palmer. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Out of the gun, Palmer. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he cuts it right sideline. And now the rookie's free. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They go play action now. Palmer. And able to find John Brown. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Johnson on the counter. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the red zone now, here's Palmer on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll send Brown in motion right. Now Palmer. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, Charles, it's special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.